video is a different kind of video. I am 3 or 4 days late on my period. I'm never late, and so I'm about to go to the doctor, and not the doctor, it's like a little clinic that does free pregnancy tests, and I'm gonna go get a pregnancy test, and after that I'm gonna freaking hope for the best because I'm really tired of having little boys. But yeah, and so first person I want to tell is Raquel. Obviously my husband will know, but the first person I want to tell is Raquel, so I will definitely screen record our FaceTime call. Fingers crossed she answers if I am, but like I said, I am never this late on a period. A day or two, fine, but I'm never this late, so we're gonna go get that checked out. And I'm vlogging on my phone because, like I said, I want this to be a completely separate video from my vlogging videos. Welp, here goes nothing. I don't know if I'm excited or if I'm scared. Like, God, I was sleeping hard. Got my makeup smudged. All right, let's go get it done.
Okay, Alexandra, when was your first day of the last period?
It was July 28th.
And number of pregnancies?
Three.
And 3 children?
Yes.
Big child. Okay, so it is positive. You are shown to be pregnant.
Okay, I thought so because I'm never late. I'm about 3 days late.
Okay. So with that, as your last period, your approximate due date will be May the 4th.
Hey guys, so it has probably been, well, I know it's been 2 weeks. The last time I filmed for this vlog was the day that I thought I was pregnant, found out I was pregnant. And I was 4 weeks and 4 days whenever I found out I was pregnant. I am now 6 weeks, right on the dot. So whenever you sign up for baby registries, Amazon, Walmart, Target, you get free gifts. So I got my first set of free gifts from Amazon, and I just wanted to show you guys what comes in the Amazon baby registry gift. To talk about some symptoms, at 5 weeks pretty much felt like 4 weeks, only I started getting really bloated at 5 weeks and gassy. Starting off my 6th week, more pregnancy things are starting to happen, like the way certain foods smell and just eating certain things. I've only thrown up once so far, and I'm praying. I'm trying to read all the things and do all the things to keep myself from getting sick. So it comes in this little reusable bag. Obviously you get like a ton of like little coupons and stuff. That's one thing that you're gonna get whenever you're pregnant, is them coupons. Oh look, a bottle sterilizer. I do know that I want to try to be super successful at breastfeeding this time around, but then I get selfish and I stop at like 8 months every single time. This $200 off for Green Chef. I might do this whenever I first have her. I'm saying it's a girl already. We all know it's a girl already. We're just not gonna settle for anything else. I'm just pre-filming for when I announce that I'm pregnant. Oh look, I got a swaddle. So you get a swaddle me.
Boy, that should be my thing.
You get a swaddle me.
Swaddle up right next to me.
And then you get
Oh, sleep on.
2 size 1 diapers. The Parasol clear and dry diapers. So they just look like that. These are the only diapers with rash shield. I didn't even know that there were diapers with rash shield, but are there a ton of chemicals in this to keep your baby from getting a rash is the thing. I'm just trying to do so much better now that I have more knowledge. Oh look, here's my little $200 off for green chef. It fell off the thing because they just throw everything in here. You get a little Lancelin thing. What comes in here? I think it's just, you get 2 breast milk storage bags and 2 disposable nursing pads. Oh, my baby's first pacifier. Called Nano Baby. So you get a pacifier. It's a teeny tiny. Oh, to think her little face is gonna be that little. I feel like I haven't seen a tiny baby face in forever. You get 1 Dr. Brown's bottle. I'm trying to go for glass bottles though, for whenever I do pump and like I leave her with Brian or something. I really would prefer glass bottles. Sample of Aquaphor. Oh look, I could start using this. Not quite yet, but I have been going ahead and moisturizing so that way hopefully I don't get any more stretch marks this pregnancy. But you get little samples. I don't know, why would they send you a sample of skin oil in this kind of packaging? I'm gonna have to try to find something that we have that's empty to put this in. And then lotion. Talbots. Bottle, little bottle. These are the both of these are anti-colic bottles. Oh, and then you get some I was debating on if I was gonna use CeraVe, but you do get some little CeraVe samples, so this will probably go in her diaper bag. You just never know when you're gonna have to wash your baby up or drop your baby off somewhere and they need to bathe them, but I wouldn't be doing that with people. Not my daughter. Not my sons either. Especially not my daughter. So it's just like one of those little pacifiers. And then I was at Target today and I should have gotten it today, but for your free gift, when you make a registry for Target, you have to pick it up in store. And I should have picked it up today. I'll pick it up another day. That's it. I just wanted to share that with y'all and give y'all a little update on how I've been feeling. Like I said, I only threw up once, but I think it's because my prenatal was really heavy on my stomach. And so I think it kind of just made my stomach upset, because after that night, I went to taking a smaller dose of my prenatal and I've been fine ever since. And then I have noticed, like, if I'm starting to feel nauseous, because recently when I feel nauseous, like, I'll be like, okay, I'm starting to feel nauseous. I'm starting to feel sick. If I'm going to be out for the rest of the day, like, let me go ahead and get up and get some chores done. And for whatever reason, like, the moving around makes the nausea go away. And then, like, I'm fine, but I'll still, like, lay down and rest. Oh, that's another thing. I have been so sleepy. Like, so sleepy. It's hard for me to get out of the bed before 10 these days. Shoot, before 11. I'm lucky if I'm up out of the bed by 10:30. But and then I've been taking a nap. Like, I literally just woke up from a nap. How long was my nap? Like 2 hours? I just took like a 2-hour nap, I think. But yeah, I have been super sleepy. And it's been so long since I've been pregnant that I've been asking Brian, like, was I like this with this pregnancy? Was I like that with that pregnancy? But he says I was, but I do not recall. I just remember constantly being sick with the boys. So we're already off to a good start, because by 6 weeks with the boys, I was already dying. So far we're doing great. And this is going to be the best pregnancy. And I'm going to be able to enjoy this pregnancy because it's my last pregnancy. And we are going to shoot for a VBAC, which is a vaginal birth after cesarean. I do have my first appointment on the 25th of this month, September. So in a couple weeks, I go in and I'm going to talk to my doctor about all of those things. I don't know how much of a risk it would be for me, considering I've already had 3 C-sections, but we're going to hope that my doctor's willing to work with me. And if not, we have a midwife that goes to our church that I'll switch to. But yeah, so that's just a little update, you guys. And like I said, as I get like little free gifts and stuff, I'll show you guys. And I want to do weekly updates until I announce. I'm not sure when Brad and I are announcing yet, but yeah, I'm pretty sure the cat's gonna come out. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure the cat's gonna have to come out of the bag soon, because the boys keep trying to spill the beans to everybody. So but let me give you a little overview of everything. So yeah, this is everything that you get. I'm really excited for this because swaddle me's are really expensive. I have a few of them on my registry. Couple of bottles, pacifier. They actually give you like really useful stuff. I'm glad they don't just give you like baby toys that you'll probably never use and stuff like that. I feel like that's what you used to get in a lot of free gifts, was like baby toys that, yeah, stuff that you didn't really need. But yeah, and like I said, I'm 6 weeks. It is currently September 9th, so every Saturday I am another week pregnant, and this week the baby is the size of a sweet pea. So yeah.
You said this is your 4th?
Yes.
I have 3 and I'm like, nope.
Yeah, and all I have right now are boys, so we are really
yeah,
hoping this one's
really
a girl.
Baby's kind of in there moving.
Yeah, jumping around.
Uh-huh.
Little heart flutter is so cute.
I'm about to mention the little heart flutter again. It is so cute. It's so itty bitty.
Yeah, looks like little butterflies in there. Hey guys, so we are actually really I really want to start vlogging again, but we are really long overdue on a pregnancy update. I think the last one that I gave you guys was when I was 6 weeks. As soon as I hit that 6 week mark, things popped off in my pregnancy. So first, let's just start there. Right when I was 6 weeks and 2 days, I started spotting. I went to the bathroom and I looked in the toilet, and well, first I wiped and I saw some blood, and I looked in the toilet and you could see the blood in the toilet. So I was like, okay, like this is an active flow, like, and I panicked. I called Brian in the bathroom. I was like, look, I'm spotting. I don't know what's going on. But earlier that day, we were intimate, so every time I called the doctor, they're like, well, you were intimate, this is normal, yada yada yada, are you in any pain? And I was not having any pain. I wasn't having any cramping. It was just the spotting. So I called, and then when I was 6 weeks and 3 days, they told me to go to an urgent care. Obviously, when you do have any spotting, you don't want to get transvaginal ultrasound, and it's too early. This is what they tell you, too early to pick up on a regular ultrasound. That's a lie, and you'll see why in a minute. To pick up on an ultrasound, so they don't do any ultrasounds, but they're checking my HCG levels. And when you're really early, you want your levels to be doubling about every 48 to 72 hours. Your HCG levels should be doubling. Mine were not doubling. They were rising, but they were not doubling, and they were rising very slowly, sometimes not at all, but they weren't dropping either. So I was pretty much playing a waiting game. And so it still never stopped. So at 7 weeks, I believe it was 7 weeks and 3 days, I went to a different, so we have like, I guess, hospital chains. So when I went to urgent care, it was the hospital chain for where my OB is at. And I was like, okay, like I'm not gonna go to them because I also had them monitoring my progesterone levels, because sometimes if your progesterone levels are low, they can give you progesterone pills or progesterone shots, and sometimes that can help save the pregnancy. And so, because you're just not producing enough progesterone to sustain a pregnancy. So my progesterone levels are fine as well, but I was still bleeding. Mind you, this is a whole nother week. So for another week, I was bleeding. So I was like, okay, like I'm gonna go. I went to a different chain hospital's ER, and I gave them the rundown and everything that had been happening. I let them know, like, hey, like, yes, we were intimate when the spotting started, but we haven't been intimate since the spotting started, and it just, like, it's not stopping. And, you know, like, I just wanted some confirmation, or just to make sure that, hey, we don't need to take this baby out. Like, I needed something. Well, the other chain hospital, they were actually able to do an ultrasound, like you get regular ultrasounds. So 7 weeks and 3 days. Baby was measuring between 6 and 7 weeks, and there was a strong heartbeat. But however, I did have a placental bleed. So I had a bleed. I believe they're called subchronic hematomas. I believe it's a technical term for it. I had one of those, and I bled for another 2 weeks after this. I didn't stop bleeding until I was about 9 weeks pregnant. So I bled for 3 weeks at the beginning of my pregnancy. It was really crazy. I was on bed rest for those 3 weeks, and ever since I have had to start taking it easy. So, yeah, a lot of things have just been happening. A lot of things have been crazy. So that was pretty much 9 weeks. Went to my 9-week appointment. You know, at 9 weeks, they're not checking for a heartbeat. Your doctor's office is not doing an ultrasound, but the spotting had changed colors to where you could tell that the bleed was no longer active. So they were like, you know, if you have any pain, go to the ER, go to urgent care, but you know, we're just gonna pretty much wait until your ultrasound. So my ultrasound was a few days later. People might call me crazy, but I think the way my heart feels is that I was actively losing my baby. And I was crying out to God. Like, I didn't feel like there was a baby inside of me. At one point, all my pregnancy symptoms had stopped. Like, I wasn't bloating. My boobs weren't tender. Like, everything had stopped for a few days when I had started spotting. And I remember just being on my knees in the shower crying. And Brian went in there and he's like, what is wrong? And I was like, whew. I was like, I don't feel pregnant anymore. And mind you, this is going on for like a week. And I say that for a reason, because I really feel like God did something miraculous. And people could call me crazy. They could say it happens all the time, but I know that this was a God thing. And I haven't shared this with anybody. And so I just remember crying out to God. And I just remember telling him, like, I was like, God, I know you're not going to take my baby from me within the same year that you took my dad from me. Like, I know it's not in your plan for me to hurt this much. I know it's not in your plan for me to lose this much. Like, your word says that you have good things for me and that joy comes in the morning. It's not always weeping. And I just remember crying out to God, like telling him like all these things. Sorry guys, I did not think I was gonna cry. Ooh. So anyways, and I say that because when I went to my 9-week appointment, the baby was measuring a week small. And mind you, my dates are very accurate. I track everything. I track when I was ovulating, because this baby was planned between me and Brian. We planned that by the time King was 5, we were either going to be trying or going to be bringing another baby into this world. Today is December 2nd. King turns 5 on December 7th. Baby's due May 3rd, but I'll probably have it a week early because I have to have C-sections. So, so crazy how I remember everything so vividly, so I can do like a really good update. So at 9 weeks, baby was measuring a week small. So at first we were a little worried because it kind of seemed like baby had stopped growing at some point during all the spotting, but then they found the heartbeat, and the heartbeat was so strong, so strong. It also took a minute to find the baby, because for some reason, this baby loves to be very low and in my back. So they always have to push super hard when I'm getting an ultrasound or I'm getting like they're finding the heartbeat. Like they're always having to push like super deep because the baby's always so like so deep, like in the depths of me. And so yeah, and we even saw the baby jumping in the ultrasound and just moving around and all kinds of things. And I was just like, okay, like it's good, we're good. I was also really scared this pregnancy because they say that with every time, like if you have HG with one, it gets worse with the more kids that you have. I do not find that to be accurate either, because I had it really bad with my 8-year-old. I had it pretty bad with my 6-year-old. And with King, it was bad, but not as bad as with the first two. And I don't have it at all this pregnancy. Like at all. Like I feel so normal that because it's still too early to feel like really good movements of the baby, like I get scared because I'm like, man, like the only for sure all the time pregnancy symptom I have is that my boobs are gonna hurt. Like that is the only one that I have. But I'm so grateful because at the beginning of this year, I knew that because King turned 5 this year, I knew that this was the year that we were gonna start trying for a baby. So when we did our fast at the beginning of this year, I dedicated my personal fast. Of course, I would pray over what Brian and I had as a unit, but for myself, I prayed for a healthy pregnancy. I prayed for no preeclampsia like with the last 3. I prayed for no HG like with the last 3. And so far, God has been delivering. I'm 18 weeks in. No signs of preeclampsia, no signs of HG. Baby has been growing healthy. I'm not losing weight, which is a miracle this pregnancy because I would lose so much weight with my last 3. So I haven't lost any weight, but I also am not gaining a ton of weight. So I'm doing pretty good at eating a balanced diet, staying as active as I possibly can. And the reason I say as I possibly can is because I am still pretty high risk for some scary things happening. My placenta all of a sudden breaking through old incisions or old scarring from my last 3 C-sections and growing on the outside of my uterus. I'm at risk for my uterus rupturing, for severe bleeding when I go in for my C-section. So all of those things are still in prayer. So yeah, so I still take it easy. I do very light work around the house. I have hired help for the kids from time to time. Someone will come help me with the kids a few times a week. In February, I will have someone consistently here Monday through Friday for a couple of hours a day. And I have hired help cleaning my house. Someone comes to deep clean it twice a month. And I'm so thankful that God has put us in a position to be able to afford these things, because my clean house is my peace of mind. It's my calm. It's my serene. And without it, I feel discombobulated. I feel frustrated. I feel irritable. I feel like things are out of control. And so for God just to even be providing a way for us to afford things like that, like, is a blessing. For God to be placing people in my life that I can ask for help with the boys is a blessing, because Ryan and I have not really had that our entire marriage. So yeah, but as far as baby goes, baby's doing great. We had another ultrasound at my, I think I was about 12 or 13 weeks appointment. Baby was good, strong heartbeat, humongous head. But we didn't get pictures of that one because it was just in the doctor's office, and it was one of those like really old machines, so it didn't print out pictures or anything. But we did get to see baby, very strong heartbeat. And then I just had an appointment on the 29th, or was it the 28th? 29th. I had an appointment on the 29th. Strong heartbeat. Baby's heartbeat is around 147 beats per minute. But yeah, I don't really feel pregnant. Still no signs of any more complications thus far. My blood pressure has been really well. The doctor did start me on taking 1 baby aspirin a day. And so I'm trying to be consistent with that. I'm being consistent with not really my prenatals, but I'm being consistent with then taking my minerals. So things like zinc, B complex, magnesium, and things like that. I soak in Epsom salt and vitamin D baths. Like I'm trying to do a lot. I'm trying to eat balanced. So as far as taking care of myself, I'm doing pretty good. I'm glad that I did choose to get in shape these past 5 years and teach myself better habits these past 5 years, because I really do believe not only through God, but God is a God of miracles, but for some things we do have to meet God halfway. Like we can't say, God, I'm believing in you to lose 100 pounds, and we don't change anything in our lifestyle. You know what I mean? So I believe that God's able to do these things through this pregnancy because I'm choosing to take care of myself. I'm showing him that with what he blesses me with, I'm willing to maintain it. I'm willing to do the work for it. I'm showing him that my heart is there with his heart for me to have good things, and I'm going to work for these good things. So I do believe that. And like I said, if you're watching this, I do ask that you guys pray for my mindset. Because I'm kind of at that point where I'm starting not to like my body. I'm starting to feel like I lost all that weight for no reason, and I'm just gonna, my mind, I just have very bad body image issues, and that just comes from coming out of an abusive relationship with my 8-year-old dad and the way he would put me down. And before that, I was bullied in high school and middle school, and so I'm just not I have to work at being a confident person. It doesn't come naturally for me, and so when I see the little changes, it hurts. And so just pray for that for me. Please pray that, I continue to have the motivation to do what I need to be doing for my body, and that God continues to carry me through this pregnancy healthy. Please pray for my delivery, that there is no excessive bleeding, that there is no rupture of anything and things like that. So yeah, that's pretty much the update. I will show you guys what we have so far for the baby. We did decide not to start buying stuff until January. The only things that we have started buying are diapers, wipes, necessities. We haven't started buying any clothes because the blood test said that it was a boy, but Brian and I still have really strong feelings that it's a girl. In my heart, I have prepared, and God has brought me to peace. If the ultrasound does show that it's a boy, if it's a boy, we have a name. I'll give you the initials. It's EJ. If it's a girl, I'll give you her initials. She has a lot of initials because if it's a girl, she's gonna have a name like King. King has 2 middle names, and so if it's a girl, she's gonna have 2 middle names. And her initials will be ARB, and then our last name M. So ARB will be her initials for like her first and middle names. And I'm hoping it's a girl because one of the middle names is very, very special, and we haven't even told the person yet because we really want to make sure that it's a girl before so before we tell the person. But one of the middle names is really, really special to us. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I will insert a clip now of everything that we have gotten so far. And I know I showed you guys what I got in my Amazon baby registry bag. I need to show you guys what Target's registry bag had in it. And yeah, I'm doing good. More pregnancy updates to come. Like I said, I do want to start vlogging again. So, excuse me. most pregnancy updates from here on out will be through vlogs. And also, oh my Lanta. And also Ethan has really been like, hi, how come you don't vlog anymore, mommy? Why don't you do YouTube anymore? And I'm just like, oh my gosh. That is another thing that I have had a lot of, is not so much like heartburn or acid reflux, but hiccups. Like the indigestion is real, and all I've eaten is a slice of toast with butter and jelly. Yeah, so more pregnancy updates to come. It'll just be in vlog style and not like this one was. So yeah, I need to show you guys what I got my Target registry, what we've bought so far. And yeah, I'm super excited. I'm glad that you guys are here for the journey. So like I said, it was a rocky road there for a bit. A lot of uncertainties. And so, but also seeing a lot of God move, so much of God move in this pregnancy. So here's the clip of what we've gotten so far. And all right, you guys, this is what we have so far. This pack of diapers was actually sent to me by a sweet friend that I met on Instagram. So a lot of this came in my sample boxes, like the Aquaphor, these little soaps. I believe these soaps came in the Amazon, and this one was in the Target. I think this was in the Target. One of these was in the Target. I think the small one was in the Target. Target gave me a ton of baby wipe stuff. So water wipes, Huggies, Natural Care, Honest. And then they also gave me these Huggies and Millie Moon. So all of the diaper samples are size 1, I believe. I bought a box of size 1 diapers, a box of wipes, and then also in the Target one, obviously you get like all the coupons. I didn't know Pedialyte was starting to make electrolytes for pregnancy, but I'm sure they have a ton of sugar, so I haven't really been drinking it. Of course, you get this little thing here. A bottle. I have never liked these bottles. These little Avent bottles. I never liked those. Then now I have 2 of these because Target gave me one and Amazon gave me one. And what else? Oh yeah, just some dish soap and laundry samples in there. So that was it. And then obviously I know the godmama Raquel had to buy the first outfits. So very gender neutral, very cute. So excited. Got the one little set of outfits for my baby. And all right, you guys, just a reminder again, the blood test said it's a boy. We still feel in our hearts it's a girl, and our ultrasound for that is on January 3rd. So be believing with us that, you know what, it's a girl. The blood test was wrong. Because there have actually been quite a few stories of where I live in my area, and through the hospital and the doctors that I'm going through, there's been quite a few reportings of their blood test being inaccurate. So I'm really hoping I'm one of those people where the blood test was inaccurate. But also it could just be another God thing, you know? So yeah. Probably, I don't know, but yeah, I thank you guys for watching this. I'm sorry that it was a huge delay. So you're gonna see kind of everything in this vlog. You're gonna see me find out that I'm pregnant. I did not record us telling any family that we were pregnant, but just know that everyone was really excited and really happy because they did know that this year we were going to start trying again. So yeah, so yeah, that's it. I love you guys, but always remember that Jesus loves you more. Remember, even if you don't feel it, he's working. And if you don't have anything else to thank God for, just thank him for his mercies that he gives us every day to keep going and trying again to get it right. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys. All right, I forgot. I wanted to show you guys an 18-week baby bump. So this is it. 18 weeks. I guess in the comments if you think I'm carrying like a boy or like carrying a little boy or carrying a little girl. So that's my 18-week. You can still kind of see my abs that I worked so hard for that are now gone. Yeah, 18-week baby bump. If you would like to be a blessing or help out, please don't feel like you have to. Brian and I aren't expecting any help. We never do. But my baby registries are linked in my Linktree. So yeah, those are there if you want to help.